How are you, everybody who is watching this video? I'm very happy to be with you and even to get connected with you today. My name is Olenjolai Moko Tayai Losingo. My name is Olenjolai Moko Tayai Losingo from beautiful, fantastic country that's called United Republic of Tanzania in the eastern of African continent. Simply that it's Tanzania. Now let's take this chance to welcome you onto our online advanced secondary education that's called the Tanzania Online Advanced Secondary School in square bracket the Olenjolaim. So Olenjolaim is my name. I'm a founder of this online schools, but I thank God because also I have a good cooperation with my alumni students who have been teaching them years after years. So I would like to give a brief introductions onto this program. The first thing which I would like to begin with, or I would like to start with, what the main visions of this program. Because vision is a picture, is the internal picture that God reveals in a person to show him or her the purpose of doing what he's doing. So this is an assignment that God has given me to do. But the question I asked him, what the visions? What is God's visions in this program? What is in my mind that has been clicking in my mind so that I've been doing this program or will be doing that day after day? Well, so the brief answer of that question is the main vision that in my mind I would like to be a part of preparing a community of students who can take the scientific and mathematics classroom instructions and solve their real-life problems. Let me repeat, the vision we have in this Tanzania Online Advanced Secondary School or secondary school in square bracket Olenjolaim, we want to be a part of preparing, or we want to see a community of Tanzanians who can take mathematics, especially for this case, means advanced mathematics and the advanced physics, advanced chemistry, and even some other subjects, knowledge, classroom instructions, and take it to solve their real-life problems. And not only the students' real-life problems, but even the community real-life problems, or village real-life problems, or wadi real-life problems, or district real-life problems, or national real-life problems, or maybe continental, African continent, for instance, real-life problems. So that is what in our mind. We don't concentrate, which means that our vision is not to help students to pass, but passing exam, for example here, because we'll be preparing students to pass, or it means that to attempt to pass well, advanced certificate secondary education examination, but it's just a part of the vision. So it means that helping students to pass their final exams, mock exams, tests, midterm exams, terminal and the annual exams, those are the just parts. It means those are the specific objectives in the main objective, which is, I say that to prepare the community of Tanzanian students who can take the classroom instructions in science and mathematics and solve the real life in the community, right? So our rejoice, if our students will pass well the exams, that's just like, yes, it's a short-term rejoice for us. But the long-term rejoice in case that after 10 years, we find our alumni students who have been attending this program, who have been attending these online schools, they are using what we've taught them in classroom to solve real-life problems in whatever the case. So that's the main vision that in this program. The second thing that we'd like to introduce you at the beginnings of this program, what problem are we solving? Well, according to God, who has created everybody in this world, He has created everybody to come to solve particular problem or problems. Well, even to myself, that I came into this world to solve a problem or problems. It means that plural. I didn't come to do visitations, I didn't come to survey, I didn't come to do touristic. I came to solve problems and not even to add the problems. So the problem that we are solving here is state like this. When I was in advanced level myself, and including my classmates who have been surrounding me left side, right side, front and even back, we have experienced some challenges during our process of learning advanced physics, advanced chemistry, advanced mathematics, basic applied mathematics, and even others who have been studying biology, right, advanced biology. What problems we have encountered? It has been difficulty, and even it has been difficult for us to master those subjects, to understand every topic, to understand every concept quickly as we expected. So we had a lot of struggle. We spent nights and days on studying and reviewing and etc. etc. So there are many reasons which have caused us to be in that situation. And there are many causes also. There are many reasons and many causes of those reasons that let us down on understanding and comprehending what we've been learning and even taking it out of the class, right? So some of the reasons we faced, we had scarcity of teachers. We didn't have possibility competent teachers who have been called in to be teachers. So that's one of the causes. The second cause, you find that we didn't have a sequential order of arranging the materials. We don't know that what you should do start with on learning, and then what the prerequisite of this topic compared to another topic. So there are the many causes. Some of the causes also we have. For instance, myself, I've been facing the financial crisis during my advanced education. So it has been one of the problems because I failed to get even books that have been recommended or have been recommended for us to learn advanced education. That's one of the cause of the problem. Also that advanced books are a little bit expensive compared to the ordinary books. That's what you say about the financial. Another challenge that you find may be scarcity of materials, right? You find that in the school you are studying, there's no good materials. That's one of the challenges that we've been facing around. But another challenge that according to the syllabus of United Republic of Tanzania, the syllabus of advanced physics, advanced mathematics, advanced chemistry, and advanced biology, it's a little bit tough syllabus. It is a complex syllabus. So the stuff we've been learning, they have been complex at that level where we are. And even that this is the one thing that we have in our mind after we graduated, it means that we realize that advanced education is one of the toughest educations throughout our process, even when we'll be pursuing for the postgraduate studies. So, myself experienced those problems, my colleagues also experienced. After my graduations, I tried my level best to help the next generations on what they have to do in advance, because by that time when I graduated, I know what the students should do at the fundamental Form 5, as what are the intermediate topics, what are the even just we call it advanced topics or kinds of complex topics compared to the previous one. So I've been teaching for almost 11 years advanced students. I thank God that I've touched the life of more than 2,000. Those are my witnesses. I don't boast myself, it's just by grace. It doesn't mean that I'm very intelligent, no, but just that what I have done. But right now, I would like to exceed the limit, even want to assist in more than 10,000 students who are pursuing advanced studies, right? So how are you going to solve these problems after? Because I've already stated the problems. I believe that if you're a parent, you're a guardian, you're a student, or you're a graduate, you have many of advanced level, you understood what I've already explained, even more than what I've presented. So how are you going to solve? Well, one of the approach that I'm going to use in this program, first of all, I'll be teaching 8 subjects in this Tanzania Online Advanced Secondary School. The first subject is Advanced Physics Form 5 and Advanced Physics Form 6. The second subject is Advanced Chemistry Form 5, Advanced Chemistry Form 6. The fifth subject is Basic Applied Mathematics Form 5 and Basic Mathematics for the Form 6. Then the seventh subject is Advanced Mathematics Form 5 and Advanced Mathematics Form 6. So that's why I told you that in total we'll be teaching 8 subjects which actually that in normal schools, it might need more than 10 teachers, each of them to stay in one subject in one class, because in total we'll be teaching to 4 classes. Okay, it's 2 classes, but 3 subjects in each of the class. No, 4. Yes, it might be 3 to 4 classes, depend the combinations. So, how am I going to solve this problem? That's a good question that you're asking yourself. Well, I'll be using different teaching aids. I'll be using different teaching methodologies. I'll be using different teaching techniques. I'll be using different teaching methods. I'll be using different teaching style on making complex concepts to be simpler and simpler and simpler, so that slow learner students might bear it, intermediate students they might learn it effectively, and even faster learner students they might understand the concept and keep in their mind for the rest of their life. But again, I will make sure that I convince you, it means I transform you to love advanced subjects in science and mathematics, such as advanced mathematics. You have to love basically applied mathematics, you have to love advanced physics and advanced chemistry. That's what I will be doing in this program. It doesn't, so this is one thing that I want to say in advance. Sometimes you know that my students and even somebody, you who is viewing this video right now, you might think that I'm boasting myself that I know everything. No, I don't know everything. Nobody in this world who knows everything. I just know small portions of advanced chemistry, advanced physics, advanced mathematics, and basic applied mathematics. But what I used to do, I am ready to teach other students and even other people what I know. I know a small portions of advanced chemistry that I'm giving you the general introduction right now, but I'm ready to teach anybody who needs that, right? So I'm still learning a lot of concepts in advanced chemistry. So day after day, I'm adding something new, but that's what I'm ready to teach what I know, right? So that is. So that's the way that I'll be teaching. I'll be solving many questions. I'll be using different textbooks. I'll be using a lot of information to make sure that I break down the concept, but that is not enough. I'll be using the syllabus. So the methodology that I'll be using, which is kind of common methodology in every of the video that you'll be watching in this advanced online school, is this one, that I'll be using the syllabus, right? I'll be using the syllabus of each subject, and because the advanced chemistry and advanced mathematics and physics and basic applied mathematics is common worldwide, I have decided to choose a focus. So my focus, I'll be using the syllabus of United Republic of Tanzania. This is the sample of it. For example, this one is advanced. This is called the chemistry syllabus for advanced secondary educations, Form 5 to Form 6, the United Republic of Tanzania Ministry of Education and Vocational Training, right? So I'll be using this syllabus on every subject. I have a syllabus for for all the 8 subjects that I'm going to teach in this program. So that's the problem that I'll be solving. I don't have enough time to explain to you, but day after day, if you join me, you realize what I'm saying, because what I'm saying is what I'm going to do. So another thing, this advanced, you know that the Tanzania online advanced secondary education or schools is for the serious students, and even if you are not serious, you have to be ready to be transformed from being unserious to become serious, because at that moment you will be focusing. Yes, you'll be focusing on what you'll be successful in advanced level. Another thing again, which I want to let you know, that our main focus here is not to help students to pass the advanced certificate secondary education examination, but just the passing exams is just a subset of our vision. So it's one of the strategic objectives, as I've already explained, because you know that yes, we have to focus that, and sometimes you find that our educational system is forcing students to pass only exams. But myself, I want to add a value on it, on top of it. Okay, so another thing, the third thing which I want to share with you in these general introductions, how in physical schools, there's you find that there's a first week which is called the orientation week and the registration week, or enrollment in English. I'll be using English language that in every lecture However, that I know Swahili, but God didn't give me permissions to speak Swahili because we are preparing students who will be using English and Swahili as their communication language to present ideas in Tanzania, in African continent, in Europe, in America, in Asia, and elsewhere in the world, right? So this material also will be might be useful in any continents, in any country. Might be useful in the United States of America. Might be useful for students who are learning advanced chemistry, for example, in United States of United Kingdom, in Asia, right? For example, in Israel, maybe in India, in China. So this material will be useful for them also. However, that the syllabus will be prepared, has been prepared by the United Republic of Tanzania. But the contents, the organic chemistry that you are going to learn here is similar to what it will be learned in South Africa, in Egypt, in Nigeria, in Kenya, in Uganda. So it's common. So then how do you get registered onto these online platforms? Because we have more than 400 videos that will be uploading onto this channel. So how do you get connected, or how do you register yourself? Well, so number one, the first thing will be you can watch right now the video you are watching, and then look on your right hand side. There is a software buttons which is has a red background, and also the white text which has been written subscribe. So click it once. So just click, take your mouse and then click it. If you click, then it changes into subscribing, and the color of the backgrounds change, become gray, and even this one is become like kind of browns. The text becomes a browns. Once you click it, then you find that there's a bell that's appearing. So say the bell. So there's a bell that will appear once you click it for the first time. So this bell, which will appear, will be like this one, right? And then the second stage, click this bell. After click this bell, you'll be given 3 options: all, personalize, and then the other one. So for you, again, you have to select it all. So select all. So then you are done for the first stage. But remember that you cannot subscribe without something, we call it email. We have 2 types of email. We have Yahoo, say Yahoo email, and also you have Gmail, right? Google Mail. So Yahoo email and Gmail. So make sure that you open a Yahoo or Gmail within 3 minutes. The information that required is just your phone number, right? Or yes, your phone number, just like I will call it, in case that you forget your password you want to retrieve, your phone number will be used by the Gmail or by the even Yahoo, right? So make sure that you sign in YouTube, okay? YouTube applications, whether by using your mobile phones, your smart TV, etc. And then after you sign in, now you can subscribe and then choose the options of all. That's number one. Number two, then we insist all the students to click the left side buttons which has been written show more, so that when you click here, you'll get descriptions of each video. You get descriptions. For example, if you click for this video, you take descriptions of this video, and even in session 0, in session 1, you get the description of that video, etc., etc., etc. So you have to read those descriptions because they give you a little introductions and even the visions of the channel. After you read that descriptions, one of the piece of information you'll get also our 60 the links for all our 60 online, all our 6 YouTube channels, because we have one of the YouTube channels is called the Tanzania Online A-Level Circuit School, in square bracket Olenjolai, where we used to upload all the videos for all the 8 subjects, or for the 4 subjects for the 2 classes, Form 5 and Form 6. So then, another piece of information which is important for you. Also, we invite students. First of all, before we invite students, I would like just to give you that the financial budget that you required to initialize this program and even run it, right? So that financial budget that I've covered myself with few of my alumni students, which they contributed almost 10%. I think 5% of it, right? Yes, and not 8%, 5 to 8%. And then the remaining percent, almost 92, is just to come from my own budget. Why am I explaining to you? That is my offering for the Tanzanians and even some other students for the present and future generation, right? But also we open doors because we have against a running cost. In case of recordings, all of those 400 videos, as we told you, that which will be uploading in this online school, there's a running cost to upload, see, for the internet, for the electricity. There's a high running cost that you want for advertisement to let you know that there's this and that and that. So we cannot mention that how much, but we can open the doors if you who is watching this video, you feel from your heart that you want to give God thanksgiving offering because you can pay for this program, and then you have two ways that you can accomplish it. You can send your thanksgiving offering, which will be used effectively to pay for the running cost for the more videos of these programs to be in air, because right now that we are doing this program, and then God has said that you have to offer an offerings of a year, so we don't charge students an amount of money according to the instructions of my manufacturer, who has given me this talent and the gift of teaching. So you have two alternatives. You can use bank accounts, and you'll see the bank accounts. So you can send an amount of your money to be received and used effectively for this program. Also, you can use mobile transaction, which is Thanksgiving offering, by using this telephone number 0759745331, and the registered name is Olenjolai Tayai. So your offering will be received with sense, and even will be keep on praying for you, and God will bless you abundantly on what you have offered to Him through this program. Well, so that is the second thing. The third thing, also like to insist you also to share these contents with your classmate. So share. So that's the third process. Share, because this online programs is not a physical program. So anybody in any place at any time can learn these contents without physical meeting with me. So share these contents with your classmates, with your schoolmates, with your young brothers, with your young sisters. Just click the icons of share, and then that you'll be given a link that your classmate has to log in, and then once that you log in through that link, you will be directed onto this video. Again, the fourth thing, which is very important, is just like the answer of the question that you're asking yourself. Well, I'll be using this platform. You're watching the video right now. I'll be presenting everything. I'll be recording online classes to train the students, to teach students in anywhere in the world. But now the question is, how will my students interact with me? There are different digital technologies that students can interact with their teacher, but one of the platform that students might use to interact with me is comment sections. You can do at least more than 5 activities by using the comment section. Number one, you can use comment section first of all to comment whether you've understood what you've taught you or not, and also you can use the comment section to tell us you are enjoying this material from which school, from which advanced schools, and from which ward, which village, and which city, and which actually which country, yes, and even, yes, which country, which zones, and which continent, right? Also, you can use the comment section, that is secondly, you can use the comment section to establish the online discussion with other students around the world. Thirdly, you can use the comment sections also to read questions that have been asked by other students worldwide. Fourthly, you can use the comment section to ask the questions concerning about the contents or the concepts that have been taught in the video. So you can ask many questions as well as you can, right? And fifthly, you can use the comment section to submit your homework. In many, except in these sessions, but in future sessions, like session 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, etc., you will find that I'll be leaving homeworks at the end of each sessions or end of each lecture, so that the students will try the year level best, and you can use the comment section to submit it, and even you can discuss even with other students around the world. So you can do a lot of things in the comment section. So I'm waiting you to do what I've asked you or I've told you that you may do in the comment section. But make sure that you use it legally, and you should not use it in illegal, the comment sections, and say what you want to say instead of what you have been recommended you to say. Again, in this online advanced secondary school, we are teaching concepts of advanced chemistry. We'll be teaching you different theorems. We'll be teaching you principles of chemistry. We'll be teaching you laws of chemistry. We'll be teaching you problem solving of chemistry. We'll be teaching you applications of the particular concept in chemistry. So we'll be covering a lot of things. So stay connected, my dear brother or my dear sister, and I will make sure that I will try my level best to make sure that you keep loving advanced chemistry. If you lost the love along the way, then believe me that God will restore it by His own grace. We would like to welcome you all to ASO. To ASO means that Tanzania Online Advanced Secondary School, in square bracket Olenjolai, to enjoy the beauty of advanced chemistry. So every time that you come onto this online advanced online or Tanzania Online Advanced Secondary School, you can even tell your colleagues that it's a time now to enjoy the beauty of chemistry. So let me go and enjoy the beauty of chemistry. Yeah, so that's what. So believe me that in every lecture we'll be trying our level best to let our students they enjoy the advanced chemistry, because advanced chemistry is kind of beautiful subject, a very interesting subject, real life relating subject, and it's daily life subject, right? So that is. And then again we have a phrase, I have a quote here, which is stated that Olenjolai thinks differently. I think differently because I know that many students are asking themselves many questions while I'm teaching them. How am I able to do that? They might think that I'm very intelligent or whatever, but that's not true. This is by grace of God. I'm doing everything by grace of God, and I'm doing everything for the glory of God. So whether in case you understand even a piece or one of my word, just my single word, not even a sentence or maybe the whole session, you have to give all the glory and all the praise to the Almighty God who lives forever and ever, because He's the one who is teaching you inside me, right? So that is. So because I think differently, I will also teach you to think differently. So those are piece of information that I wanted to let you know in advance, so that you may get prepared. You might know what you should expect along the process. So now let me presenting to you the general introductions of the video that you're watching. You are in Department of Advanced Chemistry. The subject that you have today is Advanced Chemistry. And then this is for the Form 5 and the Form 6, or Class 13 and Class 14. In some of the countries they call it class in terms of Romanic number. And then this is session or lecture 00, the general introductions of advanced chemistry, Form 5 to Form 6. So we want to give you the overview of the subject, so that you will know what will be next and what you should cover, and what the syllabus of United Republic of Tanzania recommended each student who is studying chemistry to cover, whether he or she is a private or a school candidate. Right? So right now, I would like just to take you on to the second part of this video. And the second part, I want to share with you the big picture, right? So I have a big picture of chemistry in my mind. The big picture of advanced chemistry in my mind, right? Advanced chemistry in my mind, right? Which I want even yourself also. Yes, you may have a big picture like this, or even you can keep on having small picture like the way that you do. So in my mind, right? So what the big picture, what I see in my mind, right? In my mind, right? So we have a subject which is called the science. Historically, when we are in primary education, we didn't know anything about chemistry. So we learn fundamental of science during our primary education, right? So we call it fundamental science, which is general science, right? And we call it in Swahili science, right? So for English media, they call it science and technology, whatever. Those are the just names. So this we covered during our primary education. But when we graduated and we did the final exams, which has been prepared by the legal authority called the NETA, right? So then we found that the subject of science has been divided mainly into 3 groups, but also we found another science subject which is kind of part of this general science. Then the first subject is physics. So when you went for the O-level education, physics, and then the second subject is called chemistry, the one that I'm talking about now, and then the other subject is called the biology, right? But during our secondary education, we met with another subject which is called agricultural science, right? Agricultural science. So this is O-level education, and this subject, if we're done, for instance, that are called the syllabus, biology is compulsory, that the students have to learn from Form 1 to Form 4. It means from class 9 to class 12. Agriculture is kind of, yes, it's also, can study also from Form 1 to Form 4, but not many schools that are providing this subject. Chemistry, this is, some of the students, they used to study for the 2 years, Form 1 to Form 2, and some of them, the love of chemistry, they used to study for the 4 years, Form 1 to Form 4. Okay? And then for the physics is similar. So some of the students, they study for the 2 years, and then they quit physics, and then others, for the lovers of physics, they might study it for the 4 years, right? So they might study it for the 4 years, Form 1, Form 2, Form 3, and Form 4. Form 1, Form 2, Form 3, and Form 4. Right? So that is the O-level education. The good news, we have also another school that we call the Tanzania Online Ordinary Secondary Education, Secondary School, where we teach physics, chemistry as scientific subject. Biology is still on the way, it's coming, so stay connected, right? So, and even agricultural science, it might be on the way, so just stay connected in this program, you'll enjoy it, because this is a generational program. So that is about the chemistry, physics, and this is called that. We have a YouTube channel that's called Tanzania Online O-Level Safety School, in square bracket OLENJOLAIM. So you just replace A with O, then you get into our another official YouTube channel. So when we graduate, in O-Level chemistry, for instance, and then so you'll be awarded a certificate that's called the Certificate Secondary Education Examination. So we can take 2 routes in chemistry, right? We can take mainly 2 routes in chemistry, right? When we graduate the Form 4 education. The first route, we can go and study advanced chemistry. And this advanced chemistry is for the combinations of PCB, combinations of PCM. We have physics, chemistry, mathematics, physics, chemistry, biology, CBG, where that we have civics, we have chemistry, biology, geography, CBN, right? CBN. So CBN, this is chemistry, biology, nutrition, and also CBA. So if you take 8 of these combinations in advanced educations, you have to study advanced chemistry during your Form 5 to Form 6, right? Form 6, Form 5, Form 6. And this is now we call it A-level education, which we have its online school that we are teaching right now. If you be taking PGM, you won't study chemistry, advanced chemistry. Another we call it another route is special applied chemistry. You can also study special applied chemistry in ordinary diploma level. So this also is the 3 years program that is in terms of NTA level 4 to level 6, which will be prepared as a technicians in science courses, or, and this is, we say that in science and even engineering, because you have chemical engineering, you study diploma in chemical engineering, you study chemistry a little bit. You can have also diploma in mineral processing, so you study some of the modes in chemistry, right, such as extractions of metals, etc. So that is what you have. For example, you can study biotechnology, right? You study chemistry, you can study lab science, ND, lab science and technology, LST, lab science and technology, biotechnology. You can study food science in ordinary diploma. You can study food science. You can study different modules or different courses. So that is it's a 3 years education. So it means that this is ordinary diploma. So for the first year to 3 years. So it's a 3 years course program, and then here you'll be rewarded a certificate that we call the Advanced Certificate Secondary Education Examination. That is in advanced level or in advanced category, but in ordinary diploma will be awarded a certificate we call NTA level 6, right? So it means National Technical Award level 6. So it'll be given as a certificate. So right now, the good news that we have a good news concerning about A-level educations or A-level online schools. Also the good news that we have our online institution for ordinary diploma students, and we are focusing in United Republic of Tanzania. So the institutions, the online school is called Online Diploma Polytechnic Institute of Tanzania in square bracket Olenjolai. And we have again another YouTube channels that called the Online Diploma Poly Institute of Tanzania in square bracket Olenjolai. So that's the good news. So if you have a brother or a sister that pursuing ordinary diploma in scientific and engineering courses, then you can let them have something else that to learn in this category. However, that there we began some teaching about the scientific and engineering mathematics, but possibly later on that even we can have some contents in basic or special, we call it basic special applied chemistry, right? Basic special applied chemistry. So when we graduate, or when you graduate in these both levels, as we say that here you graduate with certificate, advanced certificate, secondary education examination, and here you will be graduate is NTA level 60, technical, it means technical, national technical awards. Then you might take 2 routes, right, in undergraduate education, right? The first route, right? Okay, the first route is this. So the first route, we say that the first route, right? You can go and study higher pure chemistry in undergraduate level, right? Higher pure undergraduate chemistry. Or you can also go and learn higher applied, special applied, so special applied chemistry in science and engineering. So in science and engineering, for example, chemical engineering or mineral processing engineering. Okay, so here you'll have a certificate again after you graduate, which is undergraduate or bachelor level. So you see that you can take the big picture of chemistry in your mind. Again, this in many institutions, this is three-year program. But in case of higher special applied chemistry for engineering program, it is 4-year program in United Republic of Tanzania. I think that even worldwide. However, that in Europe continents, you find that both of these are 3 years educational program, right? Again, when you graduate in either of these, for example, that yes, in either of this route, then you have again another level which you call the postgraduate. So postgraduate, or you can have postgraduate 2 routes there. You can have advanced pure postgraduate chemistry, right? Or you can also pursue another programs that we call it advanced special applied chemistry, right? So you can take any of the route, but that's for the postgraduate. And here in postgraduate, let's say the next level after undergraduate is master degree, right? And then you go for the postgraduate program, which is what? Doctorate. So you can take your doctorate in chemistry, right? And then solve chemical or real life problems in chemistry. So this is the route. So this is the big picture. So right now you are here, right? So don't give up. Remember that there's a next level you can take in chemistry. There's a next level you can take in masters of chemistry. There's a next level you can take in doctorates. And even there is also a next level after there you can take a course that we call it. This is postgraduate. So we call it 1 year postdoctorate. Yes, postdoctorate. And then if you are in teaching category, you can even become the professor in chemistry, associate or full professor in chemistry. So that's the big picture in my mind, and that's the big picture I induce my student as a primary coil, and my students are my secondary coil. So I used to induce them to have such kind of the big picture, so that they should love chemistry, and then they should bear in their mind that there are many advantages of chemistry, and they have to see their future in chemistry also. So that is the second part of this general introduction. The second part, which is very important. Now I want to present and explain to you the reference books, okay, and the materials that are recommended for you to learn advanced chemistry, right? Of advanced chemistry. So not every book will help you in advanced chemistry. There are some books that will help you in advanced chemistry. I'd like to present some of them. It doesn't mean that you should have all of them, but at least you should have 50% of what I'm going to present to you. The first reference book. First of all, we have two categories of reference books. We have textbooks, right, and materials. Textbook and materials, and also you have question and answers book, right? So the first book, this is called the chemistry syllabus. Say chemistry syllabus. This is fundamental. It's the foundations of learning advanced chemistry. Chemistry syllabus for secondary education, okay, for advanced secondary education. So you should have a chemistry syllabus for advanced, not for all levels, advanced secondary school, advanced secondary school, right? From 5 to Form 6, that is class 13 to class 12, class 13 to class 14. And then for we who are living in Tanzania, this is prepared by the legal authority that called the Tanzania Institute of Education. If you are watching me from South Africa, then you should have the chemistry syllabus for advanced secondary school in South Africa. This is for Tanzania, right? If you're watching me from UK, then you should have the chemistry syllabus for advanced secondary school in United Kingdom, right? So that's the first reference book which will tell you that what is recommended for you to learn in general chemistry, for instance, in organic chemistry, in soil chemistry, in chemistry analysis. See, so That's what it has been recommended for you to learn it, right? Great. So this is very important work, and I want to show you because I have a sample of it. This is a syllabus I've showed you at the beginnings of this lecture, and I would like just to bring it closer and closer to the lens so you might see. So you see that it's written the United Republic of Tanzania, Ministry of Education and Vocational Training. So this is, you see, chemistry syllabus for advanced secondary education from 5 through from 6. So this is its back end, right? So back end, and then this is the side view, and this is the another side view. So if you open it, it contains topics for the Form 5. So you see, for example, this page, which is the table of distributions of the topic for the Form 5 and Form 6. So it contains both topic for the Form 5 and topics for the Form 6. This is the summary. So the first page is presenting Form 5. So you can read what does it explain in advance, right? And then so if you get here, you'll see what the syllabus explaining. So it's presenting very important information for a student. This is topics or subtopic. The first topic is atom, right, which is general chemistry. And then the first subtopic is Dalton's atomic theory, right? And then by the end of this subtopic, the student should be able to, these are specific objectives. And these are things, teaching and learning strategies. These are teaching and learning resources. This is assessment, and this is the estimated number of periods, right? So that's the case. So this is what we have said. Okay, so these are also some other pages. So in case you don't have this book, you can order. We have it in our library store. We don't only teach students, but also we find the valid materials and sell them to them, So you can order this syllabus book online. Just to go to the descriptions of the video, show more, and then we see how much does it cost you. And we can ship it in any of the 31 regions of United Republic of Tanzania. Currently we have